Howdy folks, thanks for stopping by the channel today. If you're new to the channel, my wife and I are building a homestead from the dirt up, and today I am literally in the dirt. So join me as I repair some erosion on the road and then share some great news as we get started on the next phase of a major project. Also, if you like what we are doing, please check out the rest of our channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can join us on our journey. Get out of the city and back to country. Well folks, it's a crazy windy day. Trying to get a little work done. Overall, it's been a pretty good day. The last couple of days have actually been really good. So, I came up here this trip with the intent of doing a few things. Mainly setting grade on the pad, trying to level it out, and getting some bids on putting in the concrete slab. And we had an idea of how that was gonna go, and thought we would be doing a lot of the work ourselves, stretching it out over time. But sometimes opportunity comes knocking, and if you're ready for it, then you got to jump on that opportunity, and that's pretty much what happened to us. So I had a contractor that came highly recommended. He's done a lot of work in the local area, and I've seen some of his work, does good work. And this is a lot of work that he's done for businesses, not just for folks around, but he does a lot of metal buildings and slabs and things like that for business. So anyway, highly recommended. So I gave him a call, and he basically said that he was finishing up a job and then had another job scheduled to go right behind it, and so he was going to try to make it over today. Today's Friday. Or if he couldn't get here today, he'd try to come tomorrow, Saturday. Well, he ended up calling me yesterday, Thursday, and basically he said that they were ahead of schedule, and that they poured their big job they was working on yesterday morning, and so he was going to try to make it by tomorrow, yesterday evening, to see what the project was and talk about it. So he came by, and you know, we had a pretty good discussion right out of the gate. Told him what I wanted. He had all the answers. And then he told me that his job that he had scheduled just got pushed back because the folks that he was going to do the job for, basically their plans changed. You know, so initially I guess they were going to do in-floor radiant heating, and then they changed their mind and decided to just go with underfloor insulation. Unfortunately for them, they had to order that insulation, and due to supply chain issues, etc., they're now waiting on it. So his schedule just opened wide up, and rather than you know, sit around and wait on a job or whatever, he was ready to come deal on this job and get it done immediately. So that sounded pretty good to me. I mean, our original plan was we were going to stretch it out over a little bit of time, because I was going to do a lot of the work myself to try to save some money. And you know, I explained that to the guy, and he came in within our budget, you know. So I don't know that it gets any better than that. I mean, we're gonna get the slab done how we want it, and we're gonna get it done way ahead of schedule, because I was looking at a pour late January, early February was my best guess, but even that was, you know, real rough. I didn't just kind of was going to roll with it and see what happens, you know, take it as it goes, which is what we try to do. But man, this just popped up as an opportunity. I was able to jump on it, and so we made a deal, and I think they're going to be starting on it here in the next couple days. So we shot the grade on the pad, and he was pretty impressed. You know, I said, would you believe that I never ran a bulldozer until I did this? And he couldn't believe it. He said, well, that's pretty darn good, because you know, everywhere we got it within a couple inches. Now, I know the other day I said I'd like to get it within a half inch, and unfortunately I worked on it just a little bit, made it better than it was, and then this opportunity popped up, so I really didn't get much more opportunity to work on it. But you know, he included the final little bit of work they got to do into the bid. So man, I'm happy. So hopefully they'll be here in the next day or two to start putting down forms and getting this show on the road. He also talked to a plumber, because obviously on this timeline I don't have time to do the plumbing myself, because not only would I have to do it, but I'd have to learn it, and I don't have time to learn all the code and everything of how to do it exact. So he had a plumber that he works with, and he talked to him, and the guy said he'd do it. So we're gonna hire a plumber to rough in the plumbing, and man, I'm just ecstatic. So it's all going good. So I hauled a couple of loads of dirt today. Well, I hauled 3 loads of sand that they're gonna use to elevate one end, because the way I'm getting this slab done, I've got 2 drive-through or drive-in bays where I'll do, you know, mechanic work and so forth, and I want those extra strong, because I want to be able to drive my excavator or whatever in if I have to, and so that requires a little extra strength. So that changed the rebar configuration on that end, and we're going for a 6-inch slab instead of the 4-inch, which will be on the other end where the living quarters is. So we're gonna raise up the side with the 4-inch and leave the 6-inch side on fresh ground. So yeah, it all works out. So I had some sand here on the property, you know, it's sandy loam that he preferred for the top because it's easy to work with, compact, etc. And so I brought him up a few loads of that to do that end, and we should be ready to go. If we need to move more when the time comes, we'll do that. And then I just hauled a couple loads of clay to fix that area that washed out. So basically here I repaired this, made it wider, and I'll probably do some more work on it, but it's at least rough repaired, and it'll hold us over anyway. So supposed to get some rain tonight. We'll see how all that works out. Anyway, that's where we're at. Pretty good. Things are going well. Well folks, today was day one of the slab work, and it went pretty well. So basically what they did, they came in and put down 3 sides of the forms, and then graded everything to precision. So let's take a look. So here's the area. You can see the pink line there. They used that string line and basically just moved it along a few feet at a time. Moved it from nail to nail and made sure that the grade was perfect all the way. So on this end of the slab, it's going to be 6 inches deep. So this will be the work side as far as where the drive-in bays are going to be. So whether I bring a vehicle in or my excavator, whatever I need to work on, will actually be able to take it inside and not have to worry about the concrete breaking. So this slab will be 6 inches thick on this half, and it will have bigger rebar, 1/2 inch rebar at I don't remember, it's either going to be 12 or 14 inch spacing. So that'll make it a lot stronger and be able to handle whatever we need to drive on it. And then you get to here, you can see the line where it raises up. So this is basically the halfway point. It's a 50 by 80 foot slab. So at the 40 foot halfway point, it transitions from 6 inch concrete to 4 inch. and then it'll use 3/8 rebar, and I'm not sure what the spacing on that'll be. Probably I don't know, 16, 18 inch, something, I can't remember. Anyway, the smaller rebar, because this end will basically be some 20 foot of workshop, just where I'll have tools, machines, equipment, whatever I end up putting in there, and then 20 foot of living quarter. And so down here will be the living quarters, and basically well, we'll go through that here in a second. And then out here, this will be a covered, we'll call it a porch. I'll probably just dump gravel in here, rock of some sort, and that'll come out 20 foot, and we'll have two piers. So they'll go 2 foot by 2 foot, 3 foot deep piers, where our red iron beams and trusses will go to carry the building out to here. So the roof will be 50 by 100, and the enclosed building will be 50 by 80. So if we imagine our living quarters, basically starting on this end, we'll have about a 2.5 foot closet that'll run the length of this wall, and then bedroom, I can't remember, about 11.5 feet of bedroom. And then outside the bedroom, we'll start along this wall. We'll just call this a work wall. So it'll have a washing machine and dryer, or dryer washing machine, and then some countertop, and then kitchen sink, stove, refrigerator, a walk-through door, and then an open living room area. And then on the other side of the room, next to the living room, you'll have a door that'll go into the shop, and then you'll have a little dining area, and then there'll be a small pantry, and then bathroom, and then the bedroom. So that's kind of a rough layout of how that's going to go, but that'll be a while before we get to actually building the inside structure. We've still got to obviously finish the slab. We're going to let it cure for about a month, mainly just because got some other things to do before I'll be able to come up here and start building. So we'll let it cure for about a month, and then we'll come up, start erecting the building, and you know, however long that takes, it'll take. And then we'll have to get doors, windows, and start framing the inside up. And then we're going to do spray foam insulation, and you know, that's going to take a while. Oh, I also didn't mention, so above the bedroom there'll be a second floor, basically a replica of that exact bedroom upstairs, but that'll be used for an office. And then there'll also be above the bathroom another bathroom upstairs. So that's the basic plan. This is going fast. Today is Saturday. They'll be back on Monday. On Monday we'll be roughing in the plumbing and trenching the footers, digging the piers, and that'll probably take most of the day to do that. Sometime then we'll start putting in rebar after that, and of course there'll be a moisture barrier under the rebar. So that's the plan. That's how it's going so far. It's moving pretty fast, I think. and these guys are doing a very thorough job, so real happy with how it's going. Wasn't the plan, but that's how it worked out. So sometimes things have a way of working out.